Hi, I'm Pamela Gordimer, and I'm sitting here on the banks of Roosevelt Island. And this area was chosen for my flow series because it flows from my backyard down Rock Creek Park, which is 32 miles long. So this area is subject to a lot of flooding because we are actually tidal here. So the bay, the tides that affect the bay affect the Potomac River at this spot. So there's some really crazy things that happen when we get huge rainstorms and it's at high tide, because all the waterways flow into the Potomac River around here. So this is my painting here, and it's been very tricky to paint because the lighting changes, whether it's cloudy, if it's morning, if it's afternoon, and sometimes the shadows from the beautiful Key Bridge in Georgetown are reflecting on the water, and sometimes they're not. So it's been a challenge to paint. So it's almost done, and I'm going to put some finishing touches on it here in a little bit. About a month ago, I was painting here, and it was a cloudy, kind of hot and humid day, and it was right before a storm was going to hit, and in the afternoons. And I was painting, and my dog Rosie here kind of got a little nervous, and I'm like, okay, what's she getting nervous about? So I stood up and to stretch my legs, and I saw this man walking back and forth on the trail behind us, which is about 30-40 feet back. And he was kind of looking my way, but not looking at me. And I'm like, okay, that's not good. So I was a little nervous, but I said, okay, I'm gonna act like he's not there. I'm gonna keep painting. So I turned around and I sat back down. So I was painting like this, just painting, and Rosie was on the other side of me. So I was just here trying to put, some beautiful little paint spots on my canvas, and my dog Rosie starts growling, and I'm like, uh-oh. So I grabbed her leash and I stood up and I turned around, and when I turned around, the guy was literally 6-7 feet from me, and he had a stick in his hands and a crazy look on his face, and he was calling me a bad name over and over again. And my dog Rosie saved my life. She went nuts. She went crazy and barked and growled and lunged at the guy, and he threw the stick in the woods and ran off. So my dog is a hero. But I'm telling this story because, it's like when people go out and do this kind of work, and as a woman, you're subjecting yourself not only to just mosquitoes and fly bites and snakes and stuff, but you're subjecting yourself to all kinds of potential dangers that you don't even think of. So just, be careful, ladies out there, because you never know. This is a very precious waterway. It was originally, of course, many years ago, it belonged to the Nacocton Indians, and they gave the name Anacostine, which is now, we took that name, and we have the Anacostia River too here. And so I'm not painting that because it's not the direct flow from my backyard. But I'm so just thrilled to be here in our nation's beautiful park and overlooking Washington, D.C. and Georgetown, and just the significance of this area, how the water flows from all of our backyards that live here along Rock Creek Park in Maryland, and it flows right here to this area. So thank you for listening to this video and for joining me, and thank you for caring about our environment. And each one of us has to do our part to keep our waterways clean and to do what we can to slow down climate change by everything that we do that involves fossil fuels, and we all need to do our part. And I'm trying to do my part, one painting at a time. So I'm going to go finish this painting, and I'm calling this painting Rosie's Watch because she literally saved my life here at Roosevelt Island, and my dog is my hero. So so this painting is going to be called Rosie's Watch. So I'm going to finish the painting, and after this painting, this is flow painting number 4. I'm going to be heading down to southern Maryland to paint along the Potomac River and a little inlet that flows into the Potomac River. So thank you for joining me again, and thank you for caring, and I hope to do many more flow series, so please consider commissioning me to do a flow series for you, and I'd be happy to create beautiful waterways from your place to the ocean. Thanks.